Good morning, sunshine, you're looking so fine. I think it's divine the way you smile at me. Hello, I'm Grim Grizz. General Griswold Gaius Grimm of the 1st Larban Aggression Protocol. I will be piloting this virtually not alone network event known as the Save vs. Sardaukar live stream with your host Grim Grizz. And you know, I am the type of fellow who you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to study out the game and then find a way to break the rules. Because bad things happen, except for me. Oh wait, this is the new pet cow. Whoa, what sound? What's wrong with the sound? Cow! What's wrong with the sound?
Arrogance predictable, we know what you gon' do. Study out the game and find a way to break the rules, cause bad things happen to people except for you, cause you're special. You're the exception to the rule. Arrogance predictable, we know what you gon' do. Study out the game and find a way to break the rules, cause bad things happen to people except for you, cause you're special. You're the exception to the rule. Stand back and behold.
Oh. This is all. Apparently, I did not size the browser window the same size as I sized it last time, so now it's all not right. But check this out. I have breaking news. Oh, those are the lyrics. The breaking news. My next song about you is an EDM folk pop love song. He says it right here. We have that. This is, oh boy, how there. You see, my next song there. Look, my next song about you is an EDM folk pop love song. So you can clip that, and we have evidence, and we can hold him accountable now. You see, accountability stalking with clips.
An ego bigger than Saturn, Mars, or Pluto.
Thanks, Jay and Raquel, for being here.
I ain't the bad guy, I'm the hero. Each can be a 10, not 1 to 0. Each one of us is Emperor Nero. Don't have to do your chores, AI will do that shit. Meanwhile, we'll be relaxing, drinking champagne and laughing. Brick by brick, we'll make a beautiful...
That's too loud. Dude, you're just too loud.
Good morning, dear.
Good morning, sweetie birdie.
I'm out of coffee.
You're out of coffee. Isn't that wonderful? Out of coffee?
What a time to run out. And why run out? Now there's a new giant-size Instant Maxwell House. A really big jar of coffee. New giant-size Instant Maxwell House gives you cups and cups and cups. Dozens of extra cups of the coffee with that warm bean flavor. Warm bean flavor because it's made from coffee beans still warm from roasting. That's why new Instant Maxwell House is the freshest tasting coffee yet. So to make sure you've always got plenty of coffee for the man in your house, get the new giant-size Instant Maxwell House. You won't have to run out again.
Remember, Embody, there is no agency. His name is a weapon. Mao Deep. Hello, everybody. Wow. There's so much that's not on the screen. Fire! Jacob Sondenberg. Hello, palpable. Hears me fine. I see you fine with all that typing. This pic, they recognize as this pic? Oh, I'm about to tell that story. Oh, I'm so about to tell that story. It's on the verge of happening. How about here's this story.
She stopped, got off her horse, went to tie the horse up, and I said, if you want, you go on and I'll unsaddle your horse and put it away. And she said, no, I want to do it. And so she untacked that horse and unsaddled that horse and took the saddle in and put it up in the saddle stand. And then went and doctored her.
Wait. You can tell that last 5 seconds over. Hold on.
And so
I said, hold on. I forgot to give the good people their savings throws. Here, get off of my face for a second. I gotta move you. Hey, okay. You know, here on these virtually not alone network events, where the live human person is sharing attention space with you and everyone else in the hive mind chat all at the same time, and we're virtually not alone. We do these savings throws versus mind control, right? And like the title of this show is Save versus Sardaukar, so it's kind of a concept we use a lot around here. You might want to get hip to it. All right. So all you got to do though is make a choice. You get to choose between survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Right? That's it. That's all I'm asking of you is to make one choice: survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Ready? Choose. Well, those of you who chose survival got a 9. Number of transformation 11 for the socialists. Lovers of wisdom, pair of 7s makes a 14. And heart, folks, this one's gonna get you. We're gonna get you with this one. All right, there's a 4 for you folks. Okay, what about this?
The idea of childbirth was made natural and normal for Mary. She was happy to know that she would have a new baby sister or brother. Bob's mother was a widow. In spite of this, she was determined that her son should have a proper knowledge of sex from the beginning. She answered all his questions. If no questions came, she arranged situations so that he became conscious of sex. When he was little, Bob
Dude, that
and
one
his
is
mother
too
were
quiet.
always together.
Son of a... All right, fine. You're going to let this guy talk anyway. Oh, yeah.
Untacked that horse and unsaddled that horse and took the saddle in and put it up in the saddle stand. And then went and doctored her hands. And she doctored those hands for several days around here. She told me later, she found out something about herself. She found a strength in her, a depth in her that she didn't know she had. Folks, that's what you call cowboy up. There's not enough cowboy up these days. We get young folk, we got a young, I say young, he's old enough to know better, come in here to ride, comes in here wanting to be a cowboy, wanting everybody to call him a cowboy. We go out, comes in one day, goes out on like 3 rides, and a ride is 1 hour at a walk, and comes back and says, can I set the next one out? My butt hurts. Cowboy up. Listen, you cannot get through life if you can't, and I'm not talking, I know a lot of my cigar videos are metaphorical and philosophical. This isn't. I'm talking physical. The military calls it embrace the suck. And if you're going to make it in life at work, doesn't matter what type of work you do, but especially cowboying, or if you have horses, pleasure riding, personal horses, you've got to learn to cowboy up.
Well.
Your squad is ready for you to lead them through. With Johnny 7 OMA, you charge. Fire grenade. Bullseye for Johnny 7. Watch out, tank. Fire anti-armor shell. Fire anti-tank rocket. Johnny 7's got him on the run. Johnny 7 fires bullets like a rifle. Fires like a Tommy gun. Now it's a cap-firing pistol. You've won with Johnny 7, the one-man army gun. It's 7 guns in one. Let's count them. 1 is a grenade launcher. 2 anti-armor gun. 3 anti-tank gun. 4 bullet-firing rifle. 5 Tommy gun. 6 anti-bunker gun. 7 cap-firing pistol. There's no other gun like it. To be sure, look for Johnny 7, OMA, the one-man army.
Okay. Story time. Now, what happened is I have this troll crush on this professor from Toronto named John Vervaeke. And so I was keeping tabs on him, right? And I watched this video here. Way back at, I watched 12 minutes of this video here. He's the guy on the right, okay? And I turn on the subtitles, like this. And I start watching.
Voices with Vervaeke. I'm very excited to have my...
See, welcome everyone to another Voices with Vervaeke, and I'm excited. So that's what the transcriptionist said this to me. Said voice, and so I run immediately to the Twitters, and I say, hey guys, can someone with Dolly access try Jean Vervaeke as Rafiki for me? It doesn't matter. It's in the past. I'm telling the story anyway. And then this happened from the guy in the Hive Mind chat right now. Where are you, Jay? Look, he's saying ooh down there in the Hive Mind chat. He made this one. And I like that one. I like the blue guy, but this one, see, he says, I don't believe you can use some real people's names. Oh, sorry. I don't believe you can use real people's names with DALL-E 2. But here's some output from Stable Diffusion, which has no content filter, and you can run it on your own GPU for absolutely free. If you have at least 6 gigabytes of RAM. Not at all sponsored by them. They're not, I don't even think they're part of the special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. It's production executives. But thank you. Remember, Embody, there is no agency. It's just us. His name is a weapon. This is the Save versus Sardaukar stream, and we're right in the middle of the story of these images right now. Oh, and this is the Hive Mind chat over here. This JN's guy. But anyway, so that was the commercial for Stable Diffusion, and then he made this horror. He showed us this horror thing. I think the one on the left is what it thinks Peugeot looks like. And then Mitz came in with the Saint Sartori came in with this one. So let's do him a solid since he played along and see what the last thing he put in the town square was. Okay, well the town square is this Discord thing, and you did not prepare for it. You did. Oh God, it's this. All right. Well, thanks, Mitz. Here's what gets done to my audience for you. Me reciprocating over here.
And what it lost in the process is of lesser value. And what I'm saying by that is that, well, first of all, the Protestants do not have a tradition. There's actually so much tradition in Protestantism at this point. You know, the older denominations are very much bound in tradition. But the key point is that there's always the ability for a person to be able to live by their conscience and their conviction and what they believe that the Holy Spirit is speaking to them.
My topper.
I'm Caroline. Try me. I'll take you on a trip you'll never forget. I'll bring you your lunch.
I'll hang up your coat for you and let you watch movies. I'll take your little old mind off flying. By the time I've finished, you won't even know you've been on an airplane. 'Cause that's exactly what will have happened. 'Cause I work in Acme Car Wash as a hostess. So come on down to Acme, and while your car is being washed, let little old Caroline clean you out, too. And while you're there, how about a hot wax?
Down in the West Texas town. Oh, wait, okay, yeah. So, back. Okay, so this guy and they talk about how exposing their groups to the notion of existential risk really galvanized the talk.
Orientations, etc., that that should go into any good ecology of practices that are trying to help people cultivate. Well, I'm trying to use that term very neutrally. Cultivate wisdom, because part of the discussion was, is wisdom something you train, etc. And we can come back to that. But another thing that emerged, and I think was always part of it implicitly, but became explicit, is, well, how do we knit these communities into a community of communities? How do we go about building a culture of awakening, to use Batchelor's term, or a culture of wisdom? And
well, John, I'm glad you asked. Part of enculturating a hive mind, for example. Hold on, like that's just. There. Part of enculturating a hive mind, for example, is to get them to repeat phrases like, "Remember, embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you." See, and the thing is, when you enculturate, you get them used to hearing that over and over. It's conditioning them. And then everybody who feels the same way, they're like, oh, they get this sense of relief whenever you go, "Remember, embody, there is no agency." Hey, Len. And so that's part of how you. Okay. The existential risk part. Sorry.
I almost wanted to turn it into a verb there, wising or something, as Bina wanted to say. And so we got together. I won't go through the details of the structure. My intent, though, is to have every one of the teachers on Voices with Raveki, and as we reflect on this and publicize it, and also say how each one of us, how we think our particular community and curriculum fits into the community of communities and the meta curriculum. So that's just to give context.
That's very exciting to hear you say that, John, because I'm building a lobster monkey army, and that's part of the community of communities. I'm gonna have the lobster monkey reapers that go through and get clips of stuff and then use it out of context, or like in context across time and collages to prove points and let you not forget the horrible sins of your past. Oh, what? That's entertainment. Yes, palpable. You're onto something with that. Okay, so like you guys can go find the part yourselves. Here, come here. You guys can go find the part yourselves where he talks about how like introducing existential risk really galvanized their discussions. But I just assume, trust me, they say that in a minute, okay? And then as I introduce to you the following existential risk. Now, hey, Eamon. It's schizophrenia, Witcher. I'm about to ban you for life. Okay, so here's the deal. Frank Herbert was smart enough to know that you can't just tell people things. Like, one of the best ways to get people to think the way you do is let them have your idea 3 weeks later. It's fine. It's fine. So what Frank did is he wrote this series of books called Dune, right? And he looked at the world around him and he encoded what he thought into this book series called Dune. And in this book series called Dune, there's these things called the Sardaukar. And okay, wait, that's too soon. Okay, there's this emperor who rules everything. Okay, but he lets little houses rule underneath him, like nations and the UN. Okay, and the deal is, there's this eagle family called the Atreides that are getting a little too for the emperor's taste. So he sets them up to take over management of this planet that produces this thing called spice. That's the basis. You should know that much, right? Okay, he's got these elite troops known as the Sardaukar, which are like these really militant badasses that he's trained on this far-off planet called Afghanistan. Okay, and so he seeds this territory planet and then moves these Sardaukar in with the troops on the Spice Planet so that when the combat breaks out, the elite troops are there to take advantage of the weakness and softness of the Eagle people because they did not grow up on a desert, harsh planet, Afghanistan's or whatever. Okay, so that is what a Sardaukar is. It's like super tough, grown up, in the wilds, badass killer folk that come in all sneaky like, and now they exist as a thing in your mind, and that save versus associating them with refugees. Survival, social, wisdom, heart, choose! Survivalists, 7. Socialists, 10. Sophists, that's lovers of wisdom, 6. Hard folks, also a 6. So there, I have successfully saved verse Sardaukar. I accomplished the title of the episode by introducing the existential risk of Sardaukar into the minds of the people that saw it. And that will really galvanize the discussion, as I learned from watching my troll crush, John Vervecki.
And now I'm going to invite
curriculum, an ontological redesigning curriculum, really framing leadership in some novel ways, and essentially I brought them the core inquiry of the Respond conversation, and we started workshopping it in the class, and I was struck by the way that also bringing an existential risk as well in a more potent way. Actually, with that group as well was a kind of lightning rod, and everything sort of cohered around that, and started to really engage people in a way that I hadn't yet seen in the class, and I kind of left thinking like, I think we all went in thinking we're gonna have these conversations, we're recording them, we're transcribing them, we're gonna refactor kind of some sort of meta curriculum out of this, and as a product, and of course that will happen, but there.
See here over at the Grim Grace channel, what? Yes, those are numbers. Spice me with space-time travel. Here at the Hive Mind. I was saying something. Do you remember? What's on the board? Okay. Permission slips of shadow faith. Okay. So, you guys remember that guy Jesus who came down and told everybody how to win? It was like, life is a video game, okay? And God made a walkthrough. And his name is Jesus. And so he's like the way, the truth, and the life, right? And he's all, verily, verily, I say unto you, if you had but the faith of a mustard seed, you could command that mountain to move. So, but I think it's a little misleading. I think that the way is like, you already have so much faith in the belief that you can't just tell the mountain to move, that your faith is in the wrong thing, and if you could just move your faith over.
I heard you want to be a frito bandito like me. You do? Then you must sing the bandito song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Fritos corn chips bag.
Ay, 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 ay. I am the Frito Bandito. I like Frito chips. I love them. I do. Want Fritos corn chips? What? No, it's wrong. Stealing is wrong. Stealing is... Stop it. Stop it. Don't tell people. Don't tell people that stealing is not right. I caught something I think is kind of important thanks to the algorithm. Here, listen to it.
What got me about this was this idea that we're talking about something that's not in the intellect, but is in the will.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And the reason it's so interesting is because the will is blind. The will can only love, and according to Thomism and Aristotelianism, the will is blind. So the will depends on the intellect to present to it things to love.
Yes.
However, if you're going to say that we have a duty to respond to value,
yeah,
and it's not something that's being responded to by the intellect, then you're talking about something very different. So that really piqued my interest. So then when I went online and started reading the Thomistic criticisms of Dietrich von Hildebrand, I noticed two things. One thing I noticed was everybody praises this book. This book is really a classic in its field, and it's considered one of the best, most insightful books ever written about the liturgy. That's one thing. Even the Thomists were praising it in that manner. And then going on to say how bad the man's philosophy was. And one of the reasons they were saying his philosophy was so bad, they talked about his use of this word value. Yeah. Guess why it was bad? Because he would not define value. So what do you think of that?
Yeah, I think that's it, you know. I think that's very interesting. But
what else do we got? Oh, that no, you know, you got a lot better stuff, Mitz. I got here. We'll do this one.
Don't revolt against tyranny, and this is what I call the bottom line, is that not only do you have the privilege but the duty to revolt when people force upon you and society that which is absolutely contrary to the Word of God and which really is tyranny. So Samuel Rutherford was an amazing fellow, and what he pointed out quite properly is that God is never the author of tyranny. Therefore, wherever tyranny arises, we have a right to stand against it as a matter of principle. And this was the basis upon which the Founding Fathers built this country. If you don't...
Yeah, that was a better representation, I think, for Saint Sartori. Eamon Burke over here and over. Hey, Eamon, how do I'm working on massaging you guys better. I'm sorry, you know. Just give me time. Eamon Burke over here says, when he told them that, he was also admonishing the disciples for not fasting. Their faith was weak, and it led them to not fasting and thus being unable to exorcise the demons, because some only come out with fasting and prayer. One of the best I felt in my life is when I pulled off a fast for 3 days. I mean, I still smoked, right? But I drank water instead of coffee, and I was so proud of myself. So proud. How many years ago was that? Shut up, dude. What an ass.
Oh, I am the...
I won't mind, 'cause look, Mom, I'm pre-sweetened without sugar. And so are my friends. Injinorin. Oh. Rootin' Tootin' Raspberry. Yahoo! Freckle-faced Strawberry.
Hi.
Chinese Cherry. And Loudmouth Lime. Hello, hello, hello. Look for us at your store. Funny-faced drinks from Pillsbury.
Funny faces, butter drinks.
We're sweet without sugar. So no sugar mess.
So, everybody out there feeling virtually not alone? Are you? Are you right now? What about even if you're watching after? Do you still feel less alone? You should say so in the comments. It makes me feel good on the inside. Remember, Embody, there is no agency. His name is... We want what's based. Better. Based. For you. Ta-da! All right, things are getting silly. Things are getting silly, guys. I hope you valued our time here together. Thanks, Witcher, JNs, Lynn Lavoy, Pal Pabble, and everybody who's... Rakau was here earlier. Jacob Sonnenberg said hello. Okay, that's me acknowledging everybody. Thank you again. I don't know what you think about this time slot, but in my efforts to be consistent, I thought that perhaps this would be a I'd have a better shot of maintaining consistency if I did it earlier in the day. So let me know when it's good for you in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. Wait, what? Wait, what? All right, we're waiting.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. Today, so I have exciting story to tell about beautiful new Ford Mustang car. And inside car, boy and mother and shopping bag. And inside bag, box of post-rice crinkles. And inside box of post-rice crinkles?
Wow, Mom, boy, oh boy. There's a Mustang car inside the Rice Crinkles.
Oh, no, dear. The Rice Crinkles are inside our Mustang.
But there is a Mustang inside the Rice Crinkles.
Oh, there is a Mustang inside the Rice Crinkles.
A Mustang just like ours.
And so, should
Oh!
Crinkles
Oh, you wanted me to wait because the thing you said in the Hive Mind chat was deleted. You wanted to derail the whole show because of what YouTube did to your chat. Oh, sir. Thank you for finally making the fatal mistake. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, probably around this time. It depends on what the people in the comments say. This has been Save versus Sardaukar, the hard-ass men that come into your country disguised as refugees. Have a wonderful evening, afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, Embody, I'm looking for where I click to stop. Honestly, that's what's happening right now.